Welcome to Pass Your Class CLEP Test Prep. I'm excited to work through some authentic United States History 1 CLEP exam practice questions with you today. For over a decade, Pass Your Class has been the trusted choice for students earning college credit through CLEP examinations, and we're proud to consistently achieve an impressive 98% success rate among students who use our comprehensive study resources. In today's session, we'll tackle challenging U.S. history questions covering American literature movements, territorial expansion, technological innovations, and colonial legal precedents. These topics span the rich tapestry of early American history that shaped our nation. Let's dive into our historical exploration. Walt Whitman was known as A. A romantic, B. A dark romantic, C. A transcendentalist, D. A creator of lithographs, E. None of the above. The correct answer is C. A transcendentalist. Walt Whitman was a prominent figure in the transcendentalist movement of the mid-19th century, which emphasized individualism, self-reliance, and the inherent goodness of both people and nature. His revolutionary poetry collection, Leaves of Grass, first published in 1855, embodied transcendentalist ideals by celebrating the common person, democracy, and the spiritual connection between humanity and the natural world. Whitman's free verse style and bold themes aligned with transcendentalist philosophy, which rejected traditional religious and social conventions in favor of personal spiritual experience and intuition. While he shared some characteristics with Romantic poets, his focus on American democratic ideals and his belief in the perfectibility of human nature firmly placed him within the transcendentalist tradition alongside figures like Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. What treaty fully ended the Mexican War? A. Treaty of Washington, B. Treaty of Cahuenga, C. Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, D. Mallarino-Bidlack Treaty, E. Adams-Onis Treaty. The correct answer is C. Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, signed on February 2, 1848, officially ended the Mexican-American War that had begun in 1846. This treaty had enormous consequences for American territorial expansion, as Mexico ceded approximately half of its territory to the United States, including present-day California, Nevada, Utah, most of Arizona and New Mexico, and parts of Colorado and Wyoming. The United States paid Mexico $15 million and assumed $3.25 million in Mexican debts to American citizens. While the Treaty of Cahuenga ended hostilities specifically in California earlier in 1847, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was the comprehensive peace agreement that formally concluded the entire war and established the new international boundary between the two nations along the Rio Grande. Who invented the cotton gin? A. Eli Whitney, B. John Dickinson C. Alexander Bell, D. Henry James, E. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Eli Whitney. Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin in 1793, a machine that revolutionized cotton production in the American South and had profound effects on the nation's economy and the institution of slavery. The cotton gin mechanically separated cotton fibers from their seeds, a process that had previously been extremely labor-intensive when done by hand. Whitney's invention made cotton production highly profitable, leading to the expansion of cotton plantations throughout the South and, tragically, increasing the demand for enslaved labor. The cotton gin transformed the United States into the world's leading cotton producer and made cotton the nation's most valuable export by the 1850s. This invention inadvertently strengthened the economic foundation of slavery just when many had hoped the institution might gradually disappear. The trial of Peter Zenger in 1737 was most associated with which of the following issues? A. Freedom of speech, B. Freedom of religion, C. Cruel and unusual punishment, D. Freedom of the press, E. Freedom to bear arms. The correct answer is D. Freedom of the press. The trial of John Peter Zenger in 1735 was a landmark case that established important precedents for freedom of the press in colonial America. Zenger was a German immigrant and newspaper publisher whose New York Weekly Journal printed articles criticizing New York's royal governor, William Cosby. Zenger was arrested and charged with seditious libel for publishing allegedly false and malicious statements about the government. His lawyer, Andrew Hamilton, successfully argued that truth should be a defense against libel charges. If the published statements were true, they could not be considered libelous. The jury's acquittal of Zenger established the principle that truth was a valid defense against libel and helped lay the groundwork for press freedom that would later be enshrined in the First Amendment. Excellent work completing these United States History 1 CLEP practice questions. You've just explored key moments and figures that helped shape early American culture, politics, and society. These questions provide just a glimpse of the extensive historical content covered on the full CLEP examination. For comprehensive preparation spanning all major periods and themes, including colonial development, the American Revolution, early republic formation, westward expansion, and social movements through the Civil War era, PassYourClass offers detailed study guides packed with practice questions, historical analysis, and timeline reviews to help you master the complexities of early American history. Visit PassYourClass.com today to access your United States History 1 CLEP study materials and join our community of successful students who achieve that outstanding 98% pass rate using our proven preparation methods. Thanks for studying American history with us today, and we're confident you'll excel on your CLEP examination.